Hi, hello. I'm Amy the Mouse, and welcome back to Tavern Talk. Last episode, kind of a doozy. Spoiler alert, please watch the episode before this, but, Alethea died on their quest, and, I was just talking with Jade about what kind of drinks she liked, reminiscing about, and suddenly just cut off. And then now I'm here to the front of a new chapter, and we're in a new act. I'm confused. Everything is speeding up, and we'll see what happens now. Someone should go after Clay at some point. We'll need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say. You weren't there. Galen's right. We have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure. It's just a bit hard to buy this never give up crap right now. If you know how to salvage all of this, feel free to share it with the class. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. Yeah, I figured. So what? You just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That's exactly what got us into the mess to begin with. What? Your failure? No. This crap ambivalence. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course. Did enough pro bono today? How much will it cost to get you interested again? Oh, you can fuck off right now. Alicia. What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you even go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right. There won't be any way to go soon. I don't want to hear it, innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must have been easy, huh? Set up on the high horse watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end. Did you? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying on us all this time was just a footnote for you. Hey. You'd always go on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How about your duty to serve anyone who walks through these doors? If that necromancer ass walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Would you serve Alethea's murderer a drink with the same smile like you do for all of us? Hey, maybe he'd bring her corpse along. Good thing you already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending her? You should be just as pissed as me. That elf is gone because she couldn't get over her own ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know. My drinks aren't miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains. But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decide to refuse them that help because you were petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. Maybe you should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that. What happened in believing in them? If there is even a chance they might come back, I'll keep these tavern doors open. Good to know. You seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something and doesn't make it sound like I've already given up. Like you don't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people will die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea on how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else will take care of your problems again. Just won't be me this time. Oh! Ooh, snap! Ooh, snap! Innkeeper, Callan, it's been real. Or not. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. Yeah. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking I could just go see my family. But would I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. Not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we had some element of surprise with your sword, we might. No, this sword can't save the world, and neither can I. What happened to you? You got horns? Am I seeing things? Fable? Hello, everyone. Greetings. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. I'm back. Somebody pinch me. Oh. I said pinch, not punch, Callan. That wasn't a punch. I'll show you. Wait! It's really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird? No, it suits you. Looking badass, Sophie. Thanks. I like it too. I like the horns. They look very horny. Nope, that sounds wrong. Look, dragon. Take your time. They're very pretty. Beautiful. Effervescent. Do you need some of your own drinks, innkeeper? Well, what I really want to say is... I'm so glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. I'm really happy to see you as well, innkeeper. There's so much for all of us to talk about. Wait, before that, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. I should have never have refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurities I was dealing with, I should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? And I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had. It was hard to trust in you, while the worry of your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No, you're my friend. If you still have me. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. I was upset, at first, but most of all, I was afraid. Afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if I ever wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, Innkeep, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out. And I'm happy I did. Glad you both finally resolved this. That conversation was really eaten in, must have really eaten into your word count for the day, Innkeeper. Worth it. But yes, You'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. I'll try my best. Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Earth's axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it, but we have to stop him. Oh, who's going to tell them about all of it? Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be good to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You got us at the edge of your seats. Well, as you know, I was searching for Melly around the portal to the Twilight Chasm. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. And even if I could swear I saw the shadows around the portal moving, or the fact that it's the entrance to the plane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal. How did that go for you? Brave. Damn. To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant, gangly creatures roaming around. My heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. And there's a little room for it. Eventually, I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I had run so far away from where I entered that the chance of finding any traces of Melly was almost zero. So, what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Well, all that running around worrying got me so exhausted I must have just passed out. It was weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just this sense of disquiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholic as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly, close to my alcove was a spiky mountain split the sky. I saw an entrance to tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me, and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon, the tunnel widened into a huge cave. And I mean, it was huge! Gigantic! I wasn't able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out, somehow, I had stumbled from the Twilight Chasm into the center of Earth, the plane, not the dragon. But in front of me was the sleeping form of the Elder Dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess what the water covering the flood must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach Earth's cavern. You mean the dragon that, if woken too early, will bring about the end of everything was awake? Yes. Great. Another apocalypse. Do we even get double points for a combo? Wait! I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right. It didn't look too good, especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether to reveal myself or not when he began to cast a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around Earth's head. Then their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. Whatever strange vision the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must have shaken the whole plane. But while Earth was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I just couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as he took a hold of the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad it was hard to draw breath. I knew at that moment, should I try to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that, in that moment, Earth shook the mist and lunged for the intruder. The undead creature used their bodies to shield him, shattering upon impact with Earth's claws, while the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him the precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened. There was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, or blind to consequences, but I could hesitate no longer. If that necromancer was to use the weapon with the axe for evil, while I had the chance to stop him and didn't, so I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards Earth, begging them for help. You just asked the Elder Dragon for help? Yes. It seemed like my only option at the time. How did they answer? With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky. It blessed the oldest and the youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight, so close to death, seeing you find. What, little mortal, do I seek? I was never good at riddles. I prefer a more hands-on approach. Just admit I don't have the patience. We have that in common. To be honest, I can barely think past all the emotions worrying within me. And so I just said the first thing that on my mind. I told them how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Saving people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. And if Earl wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. And communicate clearly instead. Oh. Did they just scold an Elder Dragon? You said that to their face? I got caught in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by the rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, Earth told me that all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. So I pulled out my lute and played Earth, the Elder Dragon, a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. A strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold it in my left any longer, I accidentally ate it. Before I could panic about the wasting Earth's gift, the gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay within me from then on, and that this strange was a boon to me, to this world. The makeover included, I guess. And that's all there is to it, really. I think that's plenty. So, you lullabied the Elder Dragon back to sleep, was blessed by it, and now you have sick-ass horns and a little bit of scales on your face. That's astonishing. Well put. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. No, I think this is Fable written all over it. I did forget to bring a cool trinket back for you. I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope. And you... Oh, Elfie, are you saying you can actually produce dragonfire now? I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here, but I still have a long way to go. I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later, I need to go get Rhea right now. That's fast. Can't blame her. Oh, that is fast. I heard you might have some dragonfire for me sword. Good to see her back in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we've been given another shot. Right. If there's anything smithing to be done, you know I'm here with ya. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? Within the blueprint from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to have that damn fine sword. Make a damn fine sword. It'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste. Right. I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on. Let's discuss it with the others. Melly's a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe? Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust you'll have some quest locked and loaded for us the top of morning? Of course. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. Fable back. Rest well, everyone. There we go. Fight of hopes and dreams. All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the aperture. He's in the possession of a draconic weapon. But so are we. Thanks to Fable and the newly obtained Dragonfire, we'll be able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. I am still very distraught about losing Alethea, and I wonder, and I really wonder what the situation would be if she survived. But Fable is back. Oh, Fable is back. Damn. Good to have them back, and they look so cool now. Okay, we'll stop. Maybe next episode is the last episode? Well, we'll see if we stop him in the next episode. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.